This is my entry for the Play It Forward ukulele video contest. The title of this lesson is How to Play the Ukulele Music of Leonard Cohen. Now, as far as I know, Leonard Cohen didn't write any ukulele music, but he is one of the greatest singer-songwriters of the 20th century, and many of his songs work really well on the ukulele. If you've not heard any of his music, I do suggest that you check it out. One of the things that characterises his songs is a very distinctive guitar playing style, and we're going to examine elements of that guitar playing style in today's lesson by looking at some of the picking patterns and strums that he uses in his songs. The first picking pattern I want to show you is in 3-time, and it's used very commonly by Leonard Cohen in his music. It sounds like this. Now, I'm holding down a chord of D, but it could be any chord. And I'm playing here the thumb, then the first finger, then the second and third finger together. And then back to thumb, first, second and third, first, second and third, first. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And each pick is a 1/8 note, or as we say in Britain, a quaver. And that's used very often by Leonard Cohen in numerous songs, including one called Joan of Arc. You could very easily turn it into a pattern in 4-time by just doing one extra pair of notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Many of his picking patterns are a little bit more difficult. Here's one that's quite tricky but is used very commonly, particularly in his early music, in songs like Suzanne and Hey That's No Way to Say Goodbye and Sisters of Mercy. And it goes like this. Now, what I'm doing is I'm playing 2 strings at a time. I'm starting with the first and fourth string, played with my thumb and my third finger, and then I'm playing one note, the third string, with my first finger, and then I move to the second and fourth string with my second finger and my thumb, and back to the third string. So very slowly. This works very well in 4-time. Though of course it could be adapted by putting in an extra pair of notes in each sequence to make it in 3-time, like this. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now back to what I was playing before. It sounds quite good fast or slow. A lot of Leonard Cohen's music uses minor chords. Here's what this pick sounds like using the chord of D minor. This next one is a strum that Leonard Cohen uses very, very often. Perhaps the most popular song that uses this strum is So Long Marian, and it goes like this. Now I'm playing it with my first finger, and I'm playing it near the middle of the string, just over the fretboard, because I want a nice mellow soft sound. Leonard Cohen, I think on this with this strum, tends to use the fleshy part of his thumb, but on the ukulele I think probably the first finger works really well. Now it's in 3-time and it's basically very simple. It's down, down, up, down, up. pick can be used for songs that are in 3/time or in 6/8 time. 1, 2, 1, 2. Like that. That's in 6/8 time. You can add an extra beat to put it into 4/time. And that works very well. Remember to put a little bit more stress on that first downstroke of each sequence. Now this next strum is used by Leonard Cohen in some of his more up-tempo numbers, those that are in 4/time. And this one is a bit more complicated. I'm using my middle finger because I want to use the fingernail to give a slightly harsher sound. The other thing that you might have noticed is I'm lifting my fingers off the chord to create another chord in the middle of this drum sequence. I'll take it a bit slower. Slower still. In this sort of strum it's important just to catch the strings on the upstroke occasionally to give that extra little touch of rhythm. The other thing you might notice is that I'm actually raising my fingers from the chord like that to stop the chord so that it's not ringing on too long. Now this next finger pick can be used in slow music or fast music. Slowly it goes like this. Very simple. You've got 4 fingers over the 4 strings, thumb, first, second and third fingers, and you just pick them one after the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm holding down a chord of F. Now you can speed that up. And it begins to sound very effective. If I just change chords, you can take it very quickly. This final picking sequence is again quite difficult because you need to build up the speed. The actual sequence of notes is quite straightforward. Here it is. Very slowly. The fingers I'm using are thumb, first, second, thumb, first, second. And I'm moving my thumb from the 3rd string to the 4th string. Well, that's all for now. I'd like to thank Julie at Ukulele Review for organising such an excellent contest. And I'd also like to thank and wish good luck to all the other ukulele players who've entered this competition. Anyway, thanks for listening. Bye bye.